With math skills I healer, we can't go wrong. Dean and Katie, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the world of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When math skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP, man, we're the best pet fam, rocking the game in Anthem.
I can't feel my legs. Where's my alert? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Let community on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters with fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. In Mythic plus, we're all the rage. Body's depleted, but we feel alive. Pushing limits, we strive to strive. From low to high, we're always on the go. The thrill of the chase, it makes us glow.
Jesus Christ! Huge moth here. Nice. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. I'm out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Raise your core and brace your belly muscles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's enough. 7. Oh my god, this is more than I thought. Oh my god.
Call the hospital.
He's dead. Like a raccoon that would potentially kill you.
Hey there.
Special thanks to Dean and KVN for providing me the clips, and for every pleb community members, subscribe to Matt Skills on YouTube.
When that skill starts streaming, we all gather around, happy and excited, ready to throw it down. We're part of the plant community, our love is strong. With math skills I healer, we can't go wrong. Dean and Katie, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the world of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When math skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP, man, we're the best pet fam, rocking the game in Anthem.
I can't feel my legs. Where's my alert? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Let community on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters with fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. In Mythic plus, we're all the rage. depleted, but we feel alive. Pushing limits, we strive to strive. From low to high, we're always on the go. The thrill of the chase, it makes us glow.
Jesus Christ! Huge moth here. It's okay, dude. Okay, dude. I'm out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out of here, man.
Embrace your core. Embrace your belly muscles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's enough. 7. Oh my god, this is more than I thought. Oh my god.
Call the hospital.
He's dead. Like a raccoon that would potentially kill you.
Hey there.
Special thanks to Dean and KVN for providing me the clips, and for every pleb community members, subscribe to Matt Skills on YouTube.
When that skill starts streaming, we all get around, happy and excited, ready to throw it down. We're part of the pleb community, our love is strong. With Matt Skills our healer, we can't go wrong. Dean and Katie, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the world of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When Matt Skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP mayhem, we're the best pleb fam, rocking the game in Anthem.
I can't feel my legs.
Where is my alert? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Pleb community, on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters, we're fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. In Mythic plus, we're all the rage.
Hello, chatter radios. The PTR plebiness. It's a bit cringe, man. You know why? Because some of my characters, I can't log into those characters. I think Blizzard messed up some of the things. I might have to copy them again. I might have to recopy some of them. Look at this. I can't log in. Cringe. Cringe, man. It just gets stuck. What is this, man? I don't want to recopy characters again. Please, game. Yo, Finbrack, thank you for the 7 months. Let's go, man. We're gonna be testing quite a few healers today. It's just that I might have to redo a lot of this shit. Like, I can't log in on some of them. Hello, Savi. When is the new raid coming on live? Yeah, it's 12th to 13th. August 12th to 13th, and August 5th is when the patch comes out. You get 1 week of plebiness. You get 1 week of plebiness, probably some balancing changes as well. Then everything comes out. You have the raid, you have the Mythic Plus. All difficulties of raid come out at the same time, which can feel a little bit exhausting, but it is what it is. Dude, I can't log in. I can't log in. I have to copy these characters again, man. I have to copy some of these characters again, which is actually honestly really shit. I think I can log in on my Holy Paladin and Druid, which is perfect because I want to test those further, which is perfect. We'll test the Holy Paladin further. We'll test the Keeper of the Grove Resto Druid a bit further. I do want to test out Preservation of Evoker changes with Temporal Anomaly. Which means I'm gonna have to copy Preservation because my Preservation is dead. I can't log into Preservation. Which is honestly cringe-tastic. Only recopying characters fix the issue. Honestly, that's what it feels like right now. That's what it feels like right now. So, but wait. I think I was able to log in on my Paladin earlier. Yeah, you see, my Paladin works. I don't know, man. My Paladin works. My Paladino works. Yo, Windgrace, how you doing, buddy? How are you doing on this fine little day? On this, wait, where am I even going? We're gonna test out those crazy builds for Holy Paladin, see how they feel. Let me just see if I'm missing anything. My name is a rat boy. I'm a little rat. They call me the rat boy. I kind of wish this would give me crit, but I can't really specify that. My name is the rat boy. We're testing the same shitty trinkets again, just because we're plebs. We're plebs, boys. Actually, what is the build I want to test? What is the build I want to test, man? I don't know. I don't know what the build I want to test is. Do I want to play Veneration? I don't know, man. My name is a rat boy. I kind of just want to get all the talents to empower Flashlight, because Flashlight with the right talents is actually strong. I know this sounds really weird, but if you have like Moment of Compassion, if you have Inflorescence, if you have like Divine Revelation, if you have some of these talents and then you use it on a beacon target, we're gonna try Virtue. And if you use it on a beacon target, it actually hits pretty hard. It hits harder than your Holy Power spenders, depending on whether you have some of the amplifiers. But is that good enough to make it feel like a juicer? That's the question. Is that good enough to make it feel like a juicer? How do you get the new back? You talk to this guy. You talk to this guy, say like, hey, I need the back, provide me with Veshy wraps, then provide me fibers, and then make sure you upgrade. Make sure you upgrade the thing. So... I'm a rat. I just don't know if I want to get rid of Liar the Martyr, man. I say we just send it. I say we just send it, boys. I say we just send and hope for the best. What do you think? I'm not sold on veneration. I'm not sold on veneration, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not sold on veneration, but I pleb it, regardless of the plebiness. Regardless of the plebiness. Regardless of the plebiness. Why is why is the weapon thing not showing up? I just need to double test scaling. I need to double test if this key is scaling me properly, just really quickly. We're gonna do the best key to test in World of Warcraft, and that is Floodgate. Without a doubt, the best key. I need to delete this weak aura, if I'm being honest with you. This weak aura is causing me issues. There's something going on with this. Something going on with that weak aura. I want to test if my macro is working really quickly. And we're gonna pleb out. What do you think about the new changes for preservation? Will it be a huge nerf? Honestly, I have no idea. Preservation, Flame Shaper preservation plus the tier set is absolute spaghetti code. It's absolute spaghetti code, man. Holy shit, man. If you actually... Why is this like that? How do I move this, actually? If you actually go down... Sorry, so just to finish the thought. If you actually go down into the deep testing of Flame Shaper and Preservation tier set, it's insane. Like, they try to fix the interaction that when you press engulf, the engulf gets buffed by the tier set. When they added that, they broke half the spells or half the interaction with like Dream Breath and what's the amplifier for the Dream Breath again? Call of Ysera. They broke interaction with that. They broke a bunch of interaction when they fixed that. And this week they were like, you know what? We can't fix the bugs. We're gonna revert back to the old interaction of the tier set with engulf. So that means when you press engulf, the first time when you press engulf, consume flame is not buffed by the tier set. But that in turn should fix some of the other issues. So it's like legitimately spaghetti code. There's like, it's insane. I think in terms of implementation, Flame Shaper tier set is the most weird and bugged version of it, which actually to some extent is a good thing, because someone is gonna cook up some cheesy ass strat with it, and then preservation is gonna be OP for the raid. I'm calling it right now, because it's so fucked. How do I move this without LVI? Juicer. Can't even change the size of it. Fuck. I feel like this PTR has been a letdown for healers and tanks. Not enough changes to knock vengeance this guy out of it. The healer changes in the last 3 weeks have been abysmal. I think they've been abysmal, man. Really, really, really bad. Really, 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 really bad, man. I feel like this shit is gonna be cringe as hell. I mean, maybe next week. Surely next week. Surely next week. Surely next week. We believe next week, huh? I believe. Okay, that seems to be working fine. Yo, Gatsy, how are you doing today? We're cooked, guys. Season is Fiesta. I think there's a lot of issues with the PTR. I think there's a lot of issues with PTR, man. Healing wise, I think Paladin is kind of. I think Paladin is kind of plebbing. Preservation, Evoker, Flame Shaper, Tier set is just spaghetti code. Blizzard is not really doing anything about Oracle Discipline Priest. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Still time. There's still time. Are you getting off LVI? No, LVI is causing me issues on PTR, so I can't really use it. I'm still probably gonna be using it for the next season, and then probably for the next expansion. I'm thinking about completely removing it. Hopefully by then, edit mode is gonna be better, so I don't have to do a bunch of add-ons. At least that's the thought process for a pleb like me. No, I'm testing out Virtue. You don't have to run Virtue. The only reason I'm testing out Virtue is because I'm testing out some of the more crazier builds for Lightsmith. To be honest, I could definitely run Double Beacon if I wanted to right now. I don't know what the... I don't like... I'm just kind of memeing with the builds right now. I'm just seeing the power of Flash of Light. I'm not using the Cancel Aura macro. I don't want to use the Cancel Aura macro. That gameplay is just super weird, bro. Oh god, I missed out on the chat here a bit. I'm kind of feeling like I should play Resto Shaman this season. I played Oracle this Priest last season and burned out on the passenger gameplay. Also really don't like Shapeshift. Also really don't like Shapeshifting cat DPS for Resto Druid. I think Shaman is a good choice, man, honestly. The auto button is just a follower dungeon. They need to make Holy Paladin S tier to deserve at least one good season. I think Paladin deserves a good season, yeah. Yo, Katie's, how you doing? How you doing, boys? I think they need to make all healers S tier so people could actually play what they enjoy. There's always gonna be here. Let's not blow stuff out of proportion. There's far too many players out there who feel like they need to play a certain healer when they're doing like 13 plus 14 plus 15 keys. There's far too much of this shit going now. Like there's far too much of this. We need to do something about this whole thing that I need to play a meta healer to do higher content. I know where it stems from. It stems from the fact that you don't get invited to keys. But I feel like getting invited to keys as a healer isn't all that big of a deal. And at the end of the day, you can run your own key, right? I know we do tier lists. It's tier list season. This is S tier. This is A. This is B. This is great. This is shit. This is horrible. All that stuff. I know it's that kind of season, and it can really put off players from playing the class or spec that they enjoy. But honestly, there's far too many players who feel like they need to play the meta spec to get invited to keys where meta doesn't even matter. And you end up playing a healer that you don't like. I can tell you from personal experience, playing a healer that you don't enjoy but you play it because it's strong will burn you the heck out and you won't play the game. I can tell you that. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you that. Of course, if you like every single healer and you have the option of swapping or whatever, do you, you know, type of thing, for sure. We also can't we also can't forget the fact that there are certain healers that, like on PTR, that are just like blatantly broken in some cases. There is some of this as well, and that is like you have to call that out. Hey, this healer is way too good, or this healer is way too bad. This healer needs changes and stuff like that. You need to, like, you know, there's different types of testing and stuff like that. But we'll see. I say this is someone likely maining priest in season 3. It's bad for the game for this to go whole expansion is number 1. I tend to agree with that. You know what they're kind of doing? They're kind of putting shielding into prez. I need to test out temporal anomaly after this. What is this? Is it the shield with the bugs? That's the one you linked me last time. I know this. Like, I actually have a video. There's gonna be a video out tomorrow. Again with like updates and stuff like that. I actually have the Cancelora. I actually have the Cancelora macro. I talk about it in the video, because I actually think, wait, what? Operation Floodgate. Oh yeah. I just need to see if my scaling's properly. No, but it's a good list. It's like every healer has a list of bugs. Like, this is the thing. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. There are healers who've had bugs since the start of the War Within, and they're still there. Right? So there's no guarantee these bugs are gonna get fixed. Unfortunately, there's literally no guarantee, which is really kind of sad if you think about it. A real cringe. Wait, there's new books came out. Which are the new books? It seems it's like the same ones, no? Oh, that's the raid counter. Let me see. Do I get scaled up? 710, 710, 710, 710, 710. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, let's go. I really love Holy Paladin. It just feels like they have no clue what to do with it. I would probably agree with that. Yo, Mr. Boosie, how you doing, buddy? We're doing some PTR testing. Let's find a group. Let's find a group. Floodgate is the best dungeon to test anything, bro. It's the best dungeon to test out anything. An absolute juicer. An absolute juicer of a key. Or we make our own key. If you don't get into that, we make our own key. Let's learn how to play this game because we're bad. There's been bugs since inception. They tried to fix it, they couldn't fix it. They actually tried to fix it, they couldn't fix it, man. Make sure Holy Paladins love how he was developed in BFA and Shamans, but after that I really dislike the direction. I think quite a few people are in that similar boat. They increased press TA shields by 280, but still 280% of 0 is still 0. That's the thing that I kind of wanted to see. Negsy, thank you for the 38 months. Let's go, dude. I wanted to see how the shield feels. I don't think it's like, oh shit, we got a new discipline priest here, dude. But, you know, it's something. They haven't changed Herald literally one time in the month, and it scares and excites me. Not sure how to feel. That's what I'm meaning. I felt like Herald in Mythic Plus felt pretty shit, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like it feels even more punishing. If you mess up your cooldowns, you're just screwed. If I'm being honest. But like, I don't want to be too negative about a healer that at the bare minimum, in my opinion, is going to get like an aura buff. Like, it needs to get at least like a 5 to 10% aura buff for Holy Paladin. At the bare minimum. Which can happen. You know, it can absolutely happen. Please tell me, but we're talking about Mythic Plus here. In Raid, I think most Paladins were running Herald, and Paladin was like one of the worst HPS anyway. Paladin is in the bin, bro. Paladin is like bottom tier Raid healer. And in Mythic Plus, maybe it's passable with some sort of Lightsmith. Like, I'm trying out some shit today. Maybe it's passable with some sort of build like this. I don't know. But like, it's actually like currently, I think majority of Holy Paladins testing PTR will be screaming, please help. Currently. Which, again, next week they could receive some big changes, so... Next week they could get some juicier changes, and then they become like... Things can change really quickly. They can change really quickly. Please tell me Shaman's looking really good next season. I think Shaman is looking better in Mythic Plus than it is looking in Raid, but I don't think it's bad in Raid either. I don't think it's bad in Raid. I think Farseer is looking to be better, and I think that's fun. Get me the Farseer juiciness. Like, I think it's a little bit too early to say Farseer is gonna be better than Totemic in Mythic Plus. I feel like I need a bit more testing, but I think it could happen. I just think Totemic Resto Shaman fits those melee comps really nicely. Surging Totem, free healing. It feels like it's super chill as well, man. We like them chill healers. Buff. 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 Buff it up. I actually think this build could... Fuck! This build could be really fun, man. I actually think it could be a fun build. I actually think it could be a fun build. A fun build. Holy moly, we're getting some...
Watch your step. Watch your step. Laser on you. Run.
Oh, he got wrecked, bro.
Watch your step.
I'm dead as well. I don't have This is spicy as hell. This is spicy as hell. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't think this is that chill, to be honest. I'm in combat with something.
Watch your step.
Oh my god, I didn't get the...
Watch your step.
To be honest...
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
I don't know if this is that chill right now.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Hmm. Hmm. I kinda put Holy Paladin in that chill section, but I don't know.
Laser on you. Run. I need to get close. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Dodge. Dodge.
Oh my god, bro. Rat.
Watch your step.
I literally stood. I need a little bit of practice again. I don't think flashlight feels all that good with infusion either, man. I don't know. Hmm.
Charge. Buff. Charge.
You got hit by my boy.
Charge. Clear.
Target you. Frontal.
Buff.
Hmm. Hmm.
Charge.
He needs to move faster, bro.
Charge. Charge. Buff. Buff.
Frontal.
Buff. Charge.
Frontal.
Charge.
No way. Was that the charge? There is no way.
Charge.
Was that the charge? Let me just see. But he got hit by the charge as well.
Buff.
Unfortunate. I don't think this is. I don't think this is that. I don't think this feels all that bad, man. If I'm being honest with you, I think it's passable. I think it's possible. The damage is good as well. I don't know. You're heavily underestimating the shield buff on Evoker. No, I'm gonna be testing it after this. There was a person. I'm gonna be testing it. I'm literally gonna be testing that juicer right now, or after. Let's go. The problem is that I can't log into my Evoker, man. My Evoker character is broken. My Evoker character is broken, so I can't even go and test out how big of a shield it's gonna be, man. It's actually so cringe. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. I actually think this feels fucking exhausting. Oh my god, we're just not gonna kill the ads in time, bro. We're actually not gonna kill the ads in time.
Dodge. Buff. AoE. Buff.
Hmm.
Buff. Buff. Front. Front. Buff. Dodge. Front. Front.
I need to interrupt more.
AoE. Buff. Ads.
To be honest, this actually feels kind of strong, man.
Front. Buff. Front.
This actually kind of feels strong. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe this build is gonna be possible, bro. Maybe this build is gonna be possible.
Watch your step.
AoE. Buff.
Watch your step.
Hmm.
I can't attack it.
Buff.
Watch your step. Watch your step. I don't have a target.
Buff.
I might have to reshoot some of my video, dude.
Buff. Buff. Buff.
Hmm. I don't know. Hmm.
Buff.
I'm out of range.
Hmm. Let's see some stress testing here.
3, 2, 1.
Watch
Dodge.
your step.
Stack. Buff. Buff.
Watch
AoE.
your step.
Buff. 3, 2, 1.
Watch
Dodge.
your step.
Buff. Stack.
Watch
AoE.
your step.
Buff. Three, two, buff, 1.
Watch
Dodge.
your step.
Stack.
Hmm.
Buff.
Watch
AoE.
your step.
Three, two, buff, 1.
Watch
Dodge.
your step.
Stack.
Watch
AoE.
your step.
Buff. Buff.
It's not bad, man. I actually think this is not bad. Huh.
It's too far away.
Hmm.
Run. Buff. Run. Buff. Run.
Hmm.
Run. Buff. Run. Front. Front. Buff. Run. Front. Buff. Front.
No. Actually, I don't think it's chill at all. I fucked it up. I'm dead. I'm dead on the thing. Can they res? I'm just gonna run. I'm dead because I didn't dispel in time. I actually don't think this is chill at all. I actually don't think this is chill at all. Hmm. I actually don't think this is chill at all, man.
Buff. Buff.
Hmm.
Buff.
Hmm.
Dead.
Stay away from lions.
Buff. Buff. 3, 2, 1. Bait. Buff.
Fixate.
Buff.
Hmm.
3, 2, 1. Dot.
Defensive.
Buff. Dead.
AoE incoming. Stay away from lions.
Hmm.
3, 2, 1. Buff. Bait. Fixate.
Where's my shit?
Buff. 3, 2, 1. Dot.
Defensive.
Dance.
Incoming. Stay away from lines.
Buff.
Hmm.
I'm out of range.
I don't know.
Buff. Buff.
Hmm. Hmm. Kind of surprised me a little bit, because I didn't get to test this fully. I actually did. Does everyone have avoidance gear here though? No, they don't. Kind of surprised me, man. This guy's avoidance. This guy doesn't have avoidance. Huh. Huh. I actually think the Lightsmith build is kind of poggers, man. Look at my flashlight. Max flashlight was 9 million, average crits at 4 million. And my holy word spells, Word of Glory, crit is 3 million. This is what I mean by...
Buff.
Where's Hammer and Anvil? The fuck? Where's Hammer and Anvil?
Buff.
What? Does it not get attached? I think there's some sort of bug with I think there's some sort of bug with details. There's no way. There must be some, they must have done something that it doesn't show up. I mean, there's no way. Bro, where is it? Where is Hammer and Anvil? Is my details up to? Is my details messed up, man? What? Details must be messed up. Details must be messed up, man. Details must be messed up. What the fuck? What the hell? Maybe it doesn't count because it's a baiting. Yeah, both surprised. We're gonna test it very soon. I'm just testing Holy Paladin right now. I had suggested when you test Evoker, dedicate to the right side of the tree, take out Colony Sarah stuff, and especially get the mana disintegrate. You'll never go below 80% mana. I just don't take away the Colony Sarah. You think that's good? Wait, I'm more confused about this right now. I'm really fucking confused. What? This is fucking weird, man. Details is fucked. You see this? I can't even click the thing properly. There is no hammer and anvil stuff in here. Should be like one of the top heals. Let me see. Let me take some damage as well. I want to take some damage, bro. No, Hammer and Anvil was showing up last week. So they must have done something with the thing. Hammer and Anvil was showing up last week, so they must have done something with... I was literally able to... Wait, is the tears are completely broken? Wait, what? What the fuck? I'm plebin. What is this shit? Oh, this is a little bit weird. Maybe I need to install different details. Maybe I need to install different details or something. No, but it's not details. Let me try that and take it on. Let me see if it works without it. Wait, I need to have. I should have done that. I need to have. Let me try and take some. Let me take some HP. I need some healing. I'm plebbing. Yo, Mr. Dougal, let's go. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, it should be in Blizzard logs, but it might be because I'm not missing HP. Dude, what the fuck? It's not proccing. Did I just create a new character or some shit? Maybe they fucked up some crazy shit. Where is the bug list? Did they update the bug list? Maybe there's some weird ass shit. Hammer and Anvil doesn't heal anybody when it triggers. Dude, and it actually didn't feel that bad without Hammer and Anvil on healing. The fuck? And it actually didn't feel that bad. Dude, is this OP? Is this an OP build? And it actually didn't even feel that bad. How are you supposed to test this when you have such insane bugs? How are you supposed to test this? I actually think this build could be quite strong in Meta Plus. I actually think this build could be quite strong. Maybe not strong, but definitely usable. This is just fucked. I can't test this. I can't test this at all. Selfless healer? Which one? I'm here. You could play double beacon. You could play wings on. I think I'm disconnecting. Uh-oh. You could play double beacon, you could play wings, you could play. I feel like you could do anything with this build right now just to test out shit. To meme around, right? I think I just disconnected. Dude, this bug is pretty big. I think I'm gonna have to reshoot some of the things, man. You just can't. It just doesn't heal. So I did the whole dungeon without. I did the whole dungeon without hammer and anvil, and it still didn't feel that bad. This requires a lot more testing. Maybe they're gonna fix it. Maybe they're gonna fix it, dude. I feel like this build has been... I mean, this is untestable right now. This is untestable. This is untestable. I can't even log back in, man. Selfless here, your holy power spending bliss reduce the cost of your next flashlight by 20, increases the healing done by 10 seconds to 4. Maybe I should try it out next. I mean, the cast time doesn't mean I'm not casting flashlight outside the infusion of light, right? I'm not casting that juicer out of it. World server is down. Yo, T-Bone, how you doing, man? No way they launch with Hammer now, but no, I'm talking about like they're gonna fix this 100%. I'm just talking about like they should fix it now so people could test it. There's no way that's gonna go live the way it is. There's no way. There's no way, right? Was I not playing Selfless Healer? I should have played that. Fuck. Because my talent reset, man. My talent reset, man. My talent's reset and I forgot. To be honest, I should have. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter at this point. The class is like... this is fucked, man. This is my bad. Whatever. Hopefully this is not gonna reset. I mean, it's not even... There's not even a point testing this now because Hammer and Anvil is not working, but I actually thought that that felt pretty okay, man. I actually really want to test this build a bit more, man. I really want to, like, I mean, I don't really have to... I really want to test this build a bit more. I think it actually could be pretty decent. I really want to test this a bit more. I don't know. I don't think I can test that. There's just this is pretty freaking broken right now. Sorry, I was just like, there's some really big bugs here that are just annoying the hell out of it. Which healing class do you think is the strongest for raid? When I was testing it, Flame Shaper, Prez, Conduit of the Celestial Mistweaver, and Oracle Holy Priest. But there has been changes to Mistweaver and changes to Preservation of Evoker since then, so I don't know now. How close is Resto Shaman or Resto Druid to Disc in Season 3 in the very OP levels? I think Resto Druid is probably the highest HPS if you play it properly. Resto Shaman I think is going to do well in like stacked up comps and stuff like that for like Totemic, but I think you could play Farseer as well. It's not really about how close, it's more about it's the design philosophy of healing. Every healer to some extent can meet most of the healing checks out there, give or take. There is no healer that can provide or effectively almost double your HP. It's not really always double the HP, but no healer can provide the safety net of shields. Now, I know there are trinkets and people are talking about the absorb trinket and all that. Disc can use that absorb trinket as well on top of the shields that it provides. So it can actually be like a fucking... It can be like a shielding machine, right? I don't think Oracle is the best HPS healer. But there is all like... You have to think about it. You have to think about it in terms of... Oh, I think I'm getting disconnected. You have to think about it in terms of what is required. In Season 2, Candle King can be done by Oracle Discipline Priest like 21. You can do 20, 21 keys with Oracle Discipline Priest, even though Oracle kind of struggles with rot type of fights. Right? It kind of struggles with it, but you can still do it. But for so many dungeons out there, if every dungeon would have rot type of fights 24/7 and there would be no one-shot mechanics, then Oracle Discipline Priest would not be meta, right? You would rather have someone else. But because of how Mythic Plus works, how many, like there's so many one-shots or close to one-shots, there isn't rot type of fights in every single dungeon. Not every dungeon is super healing intensive and stuff like that. Shield's just gonna be really hard to balance. It's gonna be really hard to balance. If you had a different type of dungeons, like literally every dungeon will have rot type of fights and there's not gonna be any one-shot mechanics happening or whatever, you would have a different healer. But that's not how dungeons working right now. Right now, dungeons, someone gets targeted by an ability, you apply a shield and you probably save their life. Can you do that with Resto Druid? Can you do that with Resto Shaman? Not really, not on a consistent basis, right? You can't really, like the safety that you provide with... The thing is, you only really experience the OP levels of discipline when you actually start pushing keys. And I'm a perfect example of this, because I played Discipline Priest and Resto Shaman. And my group, certain players in my group will just beg me to play Discipline Priest instead of Resto Shaman, because they don't have to press defensives when they're playing with my Oracle Discipline Priest. So they're like, please, Mad Skills, can you play your Oracle Discipline Priest instead of Resto Shaman so I don't have to worry about any one-shots? It's basically a Boomkin player who's asking me that. Please, I'm a Boomkin, I don't want to press my defensives, I don't want to go into bear form. Please play Oracle Disc. That's the kind of levels we're talking about, right? But I don't think Oracle is by far the best HPS healer. So it's like, you know... But like, people who think that shielding is not OP in dungeons, they haven't done high keys or something. Like when you actually start doing, you'll actually notice the safety net that you do, and it's very, very hard to balance that. Dude, I can't believe there's such a big bugs here. I actually can't believe it. I actually can't believe there's such a big bug with Holy Paladin. Hmm. I'm gonna try and test either. I don't think I can log into Prez. I can't test Paladin. Paladin is too fundamentally broken right now. I feel like Paladin is too. The thing is just stupidly done. My Evoker. I think I'm gonna have to recreate my Evoker. I can't log into this bad boy. I play with all the healers, but my two mains are Disc and Shaman as well right now. Boomkins, Oracle Disc and Vengeance are two of the worst things that have happened to WoW. They made the player base lazy and defensive. It's true to some extent. Dockers group yesterday poll double jump started. I know that poll. I know exactly the poll. I know Resto Druid HPS could possibly carry them. Resto Druid HPS could possibly carry them in these to do these crazy polls. But if you're not doing these crazy polls, you much rather have a Oracle. And it's not like Oracle healing is that far behind. You can still pump Oracle HPS. You can still pump Oracle HPS, but Resto Druid Wildstalker is definitely one of the contenders for sure. I think if they would nerf, I think if they would, I think if there would be any changes happening, I think Resto Druid could be there for sure. Yeah, pulling 10 in, that was like that. Like I've seen clips of this happening like before. I think it would be fun to have a Resto Druid thing. I still think there's gonna be some changes to Oracle, but we'll see. We'll see. You see, there's something wrong with my preservation, man. I can't test my pres. Dude, I think I'm gonna have to reshoot the video. It's over. We're gonna have to redo our pres, boy. Dude, the Paladin thing key felt actually decent without a big component being there in terms of hammer and anvil. I actually really want to test out. I have a feeling that Lightsmith Holy Paladin might actually be somewhat decent. I actually have a feeling it might be somewhat decent. I think it might get carried by that, by some of those interactions. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, my games like I can't log into my Evoker at all. I'm a rat, boys. I'm a rat. Antique CD, thank you for the thank you for the YouTube membership. I don't know if you're still here, but I appreciate it, man. I really, really do, honestly. I'm torn between Holy Paladin, Resto Druid, and Evoker in Season 3. More torn to the Paladin Evoker at the moment because I prefer being more underdog spec. Honestly, Paladin is a question mark right now. There just seems to be so many bugs and shit. I'm excited for the Evoker changes. Maybe Penance Penance synergies that it is in Wheel and Woe will not power up shields nearly as much. We'll have to see. The Hunter or Mage, they won't get the absorb because of, I want to do the Prez, but like you can see, I can't even log in. I'm just gonna copy my Prez Evoker again and just set it up and see how it feels. I'm just gonna copy There's something going on. Do you want me to set up Pres Evoker, or do you want me to try out and test out Keeper of the Grove Resto Druid? Which one would you prefer to see first? Because I haven't fully tested Keeper of the Grove 100% yet. And Keeper of the Grove I can log in straight away. Prez. Okay, the Prez has one. The Preservation Evoker has one. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, boys. I'm a rat, man. I'm a rat. Okay, so I just need to copy character again and just do all the stuff. And we YOLO. Where is it? Hopefully I'll be able to log in, man. I think I need to delete that character. I think I'm gonna need to delete this character, bro. It's the same with my Shaman, man. I can't log into my Shaman either. So that's gonna be cringe. Let's go. Let's go. Oh no, man, I can't even log into this to a copied character. What is going on? Dude. Can you not just log into Evokers anymore? No, man. No, dude, why? Why, man? This is bad news. I really want to test out the TA. I don't know why this is happening to me, man. I really want to test out the absorb shield on the TA, dude. TA absorb shield. TA absorb shield. Dude, I think this is GG. I think this is GG, man. I think this is GG, man. You know what I think it could be? You know what I think it could be? Maybe I need to... Yeah, I know. I need to put my character somewhere outside Dornogal. I think it's not... I think it's like crashing instantly. I think I need to put this character somewhere in a different place. I think when it's trying to log into Dornogal, something happens. I think something happens and it plebs out. The absorb is doing around 10% overall healing now. Interesting. Let's hope we get it tested out. Let's hope we get to test it out. Let's take it out of Dornogal and put it somewhere else. Let's see. Let's try and log out fully. Has anyone, I mean, people probably have been able to log in. When you copy the PTR. I've had issues like this before, but copying the character fixed it for me. But I've had issues like this. Character deletion failed. Maybe it's the name? Let me see. Let me see, man. If this doesn't work, I'll be so disappointed. You have no idea. If this doesn't work, I'll be so disappointed. Dude, this build has been so bad, man. I had no issues logging in last week. Holy moly, dude. Ah. I don't know what to do. My druid can log in properly. My shaman can't log in. I haven't tested out priest. I haven't tested out monk yet. Russell had trouble logging in today. Maybe I should try with 0 add-ons. But it's not add-ons. I log in with other ones, no issues. So this is a waiting screen. Bro, it's just fucked. I can't log in on PTO with my Evoker either. Oh, there's some updates for something. Wait. Dude, it might be Evoker specific or something. I think this is for the live game and not for the PTR though. Let's go, my friends. Let's go, my friends. Do I have a Evoker from like 20 years ago? Yeah, but these are level 70. I could log into this guy. This is from like 10 years ago created. I could log into this guy and just get all the shit sorted out. Let me see. This guy has been copied over like last year or something. If this guy doesn't log in, then I don't even know if I don't know what the issue is. If this guy can't log in, that was made like last year or something, then there's something really messed up with Evoker right now. It's just what happens during PTR testing. You just get blebbed. Just not logging in, bro. My Evoker's just fine as a weak aura. Let me try it without any add-ons. I mean, I've logged in on other characters with the same stuff, and I had no issues logging in last week on any of the characters. I had no issues logging in on any of the characters last week, and now in this build, it's just screwed up a lot of the things. Let me try. There was another person who had issues with Evoker. Is anyone else having issues logging into Evoker in particular? This is without any add-ons. This is without any add-ons, nothing. What the hell? The hell? I can get on mine. This is so annoying, man. Could it be to do with Rashi wraps or something? Or could it be no, I don't have Rashi wraps and everything. Let me try something. Dorgon's probably down. I kind of loaded my... Oh, actually, wait. I loaded my other evokers outside of Dornogal. But maybe it needs to be even more outside of Donegal. I actually assumed that Donegal was down or something, or like an instance of Donegal was down, and then this guy is in Isle of Dorn. This guy is in Isle of Dorn right now. It's fucked. Character with that name exists. That's just because it tried to log in and then it screwed over. You know what? We'll do one more thing. We're gonna copy a character somewhere completely outside, somewhere in like the old zones. Somewhere in the old zones. In Hall's Atonement place. If this doesn't work, then it's a GGLA. I think it's a Druid testing angle. Druid testing angle, but druids are so cringe. They're not cringe. They're not cringe. Could be any of the million things really. I would cut your losses and maybe log druid. If it doesn't work, we're gonna go druid. We're gonna try one keeper of the grove and then we're gonna YOLO. And honestly, I probably will try out to finish the video maybe. Holy Paladin super bugged, can't log Evoker. Wait, you can't log Evoker as well? The fuck? Ah, shit, I forgot to disable add-ons. We'll see. So there's a couple of other people who are having issues with logging in Evoker, but it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be anything as well. Okay. We'll test Druid because we'll test Druid. I can't log in on my Shaman either. I can't log in on half my characters. I think we're just gonna have to cut losses today in general. I have a video that is coming out tomorrow that honestly I kind of want to re-edit certain aspects. Because my opinion of Holy Paladin changed a little bit. My opinion of the Paladin God changed a little bit. I feel like if you logged in before, you're probably fine. Oh. Let's check out the other thing then. Let's check out Keeper of the Grove Druid then. No Evoker today. I can log in on my Druid fine. Oh, shit. I can log in on my Druid fine. But I can't log in on my Evoker. This is what I think about all of this. Dude, why is it not? Oh yeah, I swapped it. Could be better than Tamic. I think if you prefer it, I think you can have good numbers. I think it could be better in certain situations, yeah. This is not fun, but whatever. Whoa, has this been buffed? Did 3 million? This is like way better than it was before. What the fuck? I really wanted to test out I really wanted to test out Preservation Evoker. This is actually so cringe. Let me see if Dornogal is gonna be lebbed out. Ah, maybe there'll be some. I mean, this build definitely needs some fixes. I tell you that right now. This build definitely needs some juicy fixes. Special button sticks. The weekend is over, there'll be an update. It's rough right now. Yeah, 100%. The build is very bad. The build is very bad right now. This is very unstable, I feel. It's like they had bad builds before. It's not the first time. They had bad builds before, but this is fucking atrocious, man. Pleb City, as they say. Pleb City, as they say. Pleb City, as they say. Alright, let's try this out. Let's see if there's any... Let's do some testing today. Let's do some testing. I'm gonna try Preservation Evoker again after this run because I genuinely just wanted to really test out Prez, man. I wanted to test out Paladin, and Paladin, like, Lightsmith is untestable right now, if I'm being honest with you. Just the bugs are just insane. The Hammer and Anvil, without Hammer and Anvil, it's just crazy. You might as well not have a tier set. But it actually felt really not that bad, which is actually a bigger surprise than I thought it would be. There's barely any people testing shit. I'm assuming it's because it's also kind of cringe. I couldn't even log in on Shaman either, and I think just after the Druid thing, I'm gonna go and re-edit my video. There's gonna be a new video coming out tomorrow, but I kind of want to re-edit some parts, if I'm being honest. I kind of want to re-edit some of the juiciness. It's just a bad build. Hopefully it's gonna get better later on. Nobody wants to join a plebber. Do Floodgate, boys. Do Floodgate. Floodgate is the way to go. Floodgate is the one and only. Floodgate! Oh, we have people, let's go. Dang. I don't know if I want 2 DKs though, that's the only issue. I don't know if I want 2 DKs, man. They're not gonna complement each other well. They're just gonna bounce in the cooldowns. You know what? I have not seen too many warlocks. I have not seen too many warlocks, bro. Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove. How does Resto Druid feel? Without numbers, it feels almost exactly the same as last season. There is no real impactful gameplay changes, in my opinion. So if you hated Resto Druid last season, you're not gonna like it this season. But if you loved Resto Druid last season, you're gonna like it this season. You know what I mean? I mean, like, you know, the tier sets might change a couple of things in terms of priority and stuff like that, but it's not like you would play all that different. In Raid, I don't know. To be completely honest, I shouldn't say that. Wildstalker might actually be a thing in Raid. So that could be interesting. That could be interesting, honestly. That could be kind of interesting. Wait, do I not have... Uh-oh. There is something in the middle of my screen that is preventing me from clicking shit. Dude, what is going on with this? Okay, now it's working. Let's roll my juicers.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Feet.
Watch your step.
Buff. Dodge.
Grapple.
Buff.
Watch
Feet.
your step.
Hmm.
Enrage.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot, man.
Enrage. Enrage.
Dude, I constantly want to go into kitty form and start doing oh my god, bro.
Buff.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad actually.
Watch your step.
Front. Front.
Frontal.
Front. Front. Front.
Frontal.
Front.
Run. Run.
Front.
To be honest, maybe the Paladin. To be honest, the Paladin thing was.
Front.
I think even at this version of Keeper is.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Time to tangle. Get
Front.
'em, kids.
Front. Front. Front.
Make mama proud. Time to tangle.
Front. Dodge.
Disgraceful.
AoE.
Does it? Mama's mad.
Ads.
Time to tangle.
Hmm.
Front.
Oh my god, did he just get like pushed over?
Front.
I think the guy got pushed. Oh my god, he might die. Thank god.
Front. Dodge. Front.
I'm saving my convokes basically for the AoE.
Front.
Dude, this warlock is memeing, bro.
Dodge. AoE.
Mama's mad.
Ads. Buff. Front.
Get 'em, kids.
Dodge. Front.
Damage! Dude, my damage is negative. The fuck?
Front. Targeted. Front.
I did an interrupt.
Really mad. Just disappointed.
Dude, the forced bonus is fucking negative. The forced bonus for this tier set is negative HPS. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. It literally doesn't have a forced. 2% of your healing?
Watch your
It literally doesn't have a tier set. You might as well just not have a tier set, bro.
AoE.
I don't know. I feel like these keys feel a lot easier. Oh, I don't have nothing here. Or he died, he died, he died. Good, 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 good.
watch your step.
It's not. It is. Well, maybe it's broke, but it's been like that forever. It's been like that forever. The Forcer just literally does nothing. It's like you like. I feel like Keeper of the Grove tier set is like you get more burst healing during your Convoke, which you already have the burst healing because you're using Convoke. And then to help you during the non-Convoke moments, the Forcer does fucking nothing. I feel like it's like literally negative. And it's like you're kind of getting carried a little bit by Druid stuff, right? I don't know. I feel like Keeper is a little bit. I feel like Keeper is gonna be. I don't know. Like you're gonna have to love Keeper to play Keeper. I feel if nothing changes, you're gonna have to love Keeper to play this spec. At least in Mythic Plus. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna change it a bit. Yo, Beamstar, I didn't see you. Testing some plebs. Healing specs now according to your data. Look between. I have a video on my YouTube about the state of. You can type in. Wait, you can actually type in. What is it? Exclamation mark healers. I would actually. I actually don't think that tier list would change all that much. So far, at least in Mythic Plus. I just activated it at the wrong time. What's the best way to do damage as Resto Druid? I'm running Keeper, so I'm trying out like magic damage.
Dodge.
I'm trying out magic damage. Like in AoEs, when there's a lot of people, Starfire is good. But usually you won't be able to go full DPS. Let's be honest, it's never like this.
Feet.
Watch your step.
Dodge. Dodge.
Watch
Feet.
your step.
Feet.
Watch your step.
He wants me to drink. It's all fine.
Welcome to the firing range.
Frontal.
Buff.
This guy fell asleep a little bit.
Grandpa.
Oh my god, that last minute bombo.
Charge.
Dude, we need to get this. We're fucked. One of them is going off.
Grandpa.
Buff.
I don't think it necessarily feels bad.
Charge.
Grandpa.
Charge.
There's one bomb.
Grandpa.
To be honest, I don't. The Paladin run was not amazing, to be honest, when I compared. I think these dungeons feel a little bit easier than they did before.
Charge. Charge.
It didn't get it. Oh, it did get it. But it got the mage as well.
Grandpa.
Charge.
Oh, wait. He can dispel himself. So the video, of Balan's gonna be meta hard to see Resto Druid and hard keys. So I think right now you can pretty much do any keys with any key level. Community perception plays a huge role. I mean, it depends on the key level, right? Half of it depends on key level. The thing is that there's so many people who pick a meta healer when they do like plus 13 keys. They feel like they need to have a meta healer or meta whatever, which I get because I know there's a lot of players who just don't get invited in keys. That's the problem. So it's like a vicious cycle.
Watch your step.
You don't need a meta healer. Well, you don't even need a meta healer for level. Like, let's say you don't need a meta healer up to a certain point. But people play meta healer no matter. It doesn't have to be a healer. It can be a tank. It can be DPS. It can be anything. You don't need meta until a certain point. But people play it regardless because they can't get invited in keys. So then the cycle continues, and it's just, you know. Oh, I know you're talking about 20s and stuff like that. The problem is that people will pick meta healers for plus 12s. They'll pick meta healers for thing, and then you don't get invited, and then it becomes more and more problematic, and blah blah blah, all that. It's a problem, right? Like I've been kind of plebbing about Resto Druid even in season 2 because I felt like Resto Druid in the right hands is really strong. And it was kind of showcased in like MDI where it was used in, you know, I need to interrupt something here, bro. I'm just so not used to doing the interrupt as when you're a boomkin. And you also have to remember the amount of people that are doing plus 12 keys. The people who are doing plus 20 keys, they know what's viable and what's not viable. Those type of people don't really need to know what is super strong and what is not strong, because they probably more than likely spend spend so much time testing shit or trying shit. You know what I mean? It's a vicious cycle. Decisions between Resto Druid, Resto Shaman, or Discipline Priest. If my in my queue, I'll pick the Priest. Well, yeah, you have to fit in the Bloodlust and all those other requirements, right? Wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna see how this build is gonna feel here.
Three, two, one. Dodge. Stack. AoE.
No. Oh my god, I didn't see that either.
3, 2.
I have Convoke for the next one though, so that should be juicy. I kinda screwed them, are they dead? I
Stack.
kinda screwed it up there.
AoE. Buff. Three, two, one. Dodge. Stack. AoE.
And I have Convoke very soon.
Three, two, one. Dodge. Stack.
Do I wanna res him? I don't really wanna res him, the boss is dead.
AoE.
I'm blind.
Three, two, one. Dodge. Stack.
Druid's favor did 2.7%. What the fuck, man? I actually don't even want to look at the numbers. Dude, I'm lagging like crazy.
Front.
I am lagging like crazy.
Front.
Can you hear me in chat, guys? I literally can't hear. I literally can't hear.
Front. Buff.
That was super weird.
Front.
That was very long lag. That was probably like 15 seconds.
Front. Front.
No. I'm not gonna be able to dispel. I'm not gonna be able to dispel the warlock. He dispelled himself. Good lad.
Run. Front. Front.
Man, I don't have Convoke. I'm just gonna get Convoke because of Trank, bro. Actually, that gameplay interaction is kind of interesting. Because if you play that cooldown reduction Trank build, so Trank actually gives you more access to... It'll give you more access to Convokes and therefore give you more access to the tier set. Wait, that actually was really good. That Swiftman actually healed a lot there. That Swiftman actually healed for a lot. Dryad's favor actually did a lot there. Dryad's favor actually did a lot, man.
Dance.
incoming. Stay away from lines.
Three, two, one. Dodge.
Defensive.
Bait.
To be honest, these keys are probably now, they feel easier than before. Actually, maybe. It's probably because of the avoidance nonsense now. They feel way easier. I feel like maybe I should try and go for like...
2, 1. Dance.
This is perfect. I get my Convoke at the exact times that I need to.
Three, two, one. Dodge.
Defensive.
Bait. Three, two, one. Buff. Dance.
Incoming. Stay away
Convoke
from
is
lines.
coming back up.
2, 1. Targeted.
Defensive.
Bait.
It's fine, the boss is dead now. Does anyone have PTR login screen problems? I've been having those all day. I couldn't log in on my Evoker at all. I was gonna test my Evoker and I couldn't log in. I tried like for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Just couldn't get it, man. I don't know.
Buff.
Our agreement stands for now.
There's just no healing needed in these keys now because people have avoidance gear. The difference between having avoidance and not having avoidance gear is last week I was doing 3 million healing, or 2 weeks ago I was doing 3 million healing in this dungeon. It's actually insane. Dude, Dryad's favor. Wait, what? Dryad's favor did. It's not even working properly. I'm assuming it's like 2% or something. It did nothing, bro. It actually does nothing. Wait, am I? Regrowth, Wild Nourish actually. Rejuvenation, Tranquility, Scenario, Verdancy, Life. This is the 4-set bonus. This is the 4-set bonus. Why everyone has avoidance gear? Like, what's the purpose? I ask Blizzard. They made every gear that you buy from the things have avoidance on it. It's actually so cringe. I don't understand why they did this at all. I feel like, I don't know, man. It's actually so cringe. Last week, 2 weeks ago when I was testing stuff, it was infinitely harder than now. So I feel like maybe I need to go up key levels or something to have the same impact. But yeah, this is the 4-set bonus. It doesn't say how many percent. It doesn't say how many percent, but I'm assuming it's something like... Oh, there you go, it says it now. Oh, the percentage is here, the crit chance. 3% of my overall healing was from that. I mean, I feel like Keeper is gonna be fine for like... Keeper is gonna be fine for whatever it is, but dude, I don't think you're gonna play this at all if nothing changes. Like, I feel like if you're pushing keys as Druid, you will never touch Keeper in this current state. There is just no shot. You're just not gonna touch this. Like, I feel like there is a noticeable difference with Wildstalker. I feel like there's a noticeable difference, man. I don't know. I feel like if I was going to push really high, like dude, it just does. I don't know if it makes it. This tier set doesn't make sense in Mythic Plus content. You get, first of all, when you cast. So first of all, when you cast Convoke, so just hear me out. When you cast Convoke, you get Dryad. You get Dryad right here. He's casting Tranquility. Basically finishes. And then your next two Swiftmans are gonna splash this amount of healing based on the amount of healing that you did. And during Convoke, your Dryad casts Tranquility and he also casts Regrowth. So you get more burst healing during your burst cooldown. You press Convoke defensively because you feel like you need healing. You do more healing for a little bit. It's not even that long of a time. You do more healing, you do more burst healing, but you already have burst healing from Convoke. And then the 4-set bonus that you get here literally tickles It literally tickles. If the forced bonus would be like, if the forced bonus would be like double the value or triple the value, then I could be like, yeah, let's play. Let's play. If the forced was like doubled or tripled, I would be like, yeah, dude, now you have a bit more healing with those Swiftmans. But I feel like in its current state, it just feels like it's made for Raid way more than Mythic Plus. In Raid, I'm assuming like, you know, Tranquility and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sold on this tier set in Mythic Plus content at all. The only thing that I thought was actually kind of cool is that if you have the Tranquility cooldown reduction, you're gonna get your Convokes more often, and that's kind of cool. I feel like it, and the thing is that if you go into offensive Convoke, your healing is, you're going to have a shittier force set. So if you use it in the offensive Convoke, you're not gonna have as powerful. But then again, you'll cast Tranquility from Dryad, so maybe that's gonna let you stay in the damaging form a little bit longer. Maybe there is a couple of things you could pick up. With the Swiftman Prior, would you play Reforestation? I mean, the Swiftman Prio, I would maybe play the double Swiftman or the cooldown reduction Swiftman just to get, I don't know. The Swiftman Prio is just like you proc more healing with Swiftman. But you also have to use it at the right time. A lot of the times you might just end up using it for nothing because you kind of want to press Swiftman anyways because of Verdant Infusion. Like you can have some really nice scenario word uptime with Verdant Infusion. So sometimes you're just pressing Swiftman even you have force bonus. I don't know, man. I don't know. I need to think about this one. It's not like you're gonna hold your Swiftman depending on the build you're playing. Right. Skull Fever, thank you for, oh, I had the notifications off. Thank you for the 22 months, man. I hope you're doing well, brother. I don't think it's that. I think you could play this for like weekly keys and push if you wanted. I think you could play this. Did you choose your main for season 3 yet? No. I have my alt is gonna be Press Evoker though. What do you think? What do you think? Which tier set is the best for Mythic Plus? For Druid, there is no debate. For Druid, there is actually no debate. If you're actually looking, it's not only the tier set. I feel like Wildstalker is more suited for Mythic Plus regardless. For Druid, if you actually want to perform, or sorry, if you actually want to push and nothing changes, you will 100% play Wildstalker. 100% if nothing changes. There is not even, I don't think a single Resto Druid pusher will play Keeper of the Grove if nothing changes right now. I'm willing to make this bet right now. Wildstalker and Raid, honestly, I could see it used for some fights as well. Like I think you could I think you could do this for like, you know, non-competitive Mythic Plus for sure. I think you could do this for non-competitive Mythic Plus. Because it makes, but man, I don't even, it makes a Convoke have strong, it gives you burst healing when you already have burst healing. I don't like, it gives you burst healing when you're ready burst healing. Do you need extra healing during Convokes? I feel like you would want extra healing outside of Convokes. It's just like, this is what I mean. It just doesn't fit. It just... I mean, in Raid, I can see it, man. Because in Raid, I'm assuming that the Tranquility is cast on everyone. I haven't actually double-checked that. Tranquility is cast on everyone in 20-man group, right? So you're looking at like, oh shit, okay, like Trank is gonna be pumping in raid. I'm actually not sure that the Trank that gets cast from the 2-set bonus, does it follow the same rules as Tranquility in terms of healing is decreased beyond 5 targets? Let me try something. I mean, it's good enough for like weeklies and stuff like that. It's gonna be more than good enough for weeklies, I feel. Doing 50s, I think like for like 50s and stuff like that, I'll be. This was I read that they definitely just made Keeper of the Grove for raid and Wild Stalker for Mythic Plus. It 100% feels like that. It 100% feels like that, man. Yo, Mr. Dean! The sausage man is back. I actually need to go reshoot the video, man, because I feel like I'm gonna change the Holy Paladin section. I need to go reshoot the video. This is gonna be so annoying, man. Let me see something. I mean, it does last for like 5 seconds. It does last for like 5 seconds afterwards. With the tranquility hots and stuff like that. So there is like... It does make your hot healing... It does give you more burst healing for a little bit longer. But I feel like with Convoke you're already shooting out a bunch of hots for mastery. It's like... It's almost like... it's almost like I feel... If the 4-set bonus... Like, I should just say this. If the 4-set bonus would be doubled at the very minimum. If the 4-set bonus would be doubled and you actually would feel a huge boost, I think we would be I think it would be a lot more approachable. Or like we would be talking. I feel like I can see it work. If just the 4-set bonus... The 4-set bonus was actually kind of weak as well in raid, man, from what I've seen. I actually think they need to work on that. There's no shot that the 4-set bonus does like 3% of your overall healing. Like, it's just not good tier set design, right? It was kind of similar in raid from the testing, man. It wasn't all that fantastic in raid, but I had like an insane MS when I was testing it. I could barely press buttons, so I can't really say that with like certainty, you know. Good morning. I don't think it's as bad, man. I think you could play this for like keys, but like I think Wild Stalker is just, I don't know. I think Wild Stalker was so strong. It's gonna be so hard to beat. It's gonna be so hard to beat, dude. It's gonna be very hard to beat. Let's see if Evoker is able to log in. Please let my Evoker log in, bro. Please. I think Oracle will still be up there. Oracle is going nowhere. No, we already talked about like the problematic design of Oracle. We already talked about the problematic design. All I'm saying is that it's been like 3 weeks with somewhat questionable lack of healer balancing, that I'm hoping next week they're just gonna release like insane changes. We believe. We believe. We believe. I just can't log in. I'm gonna try Evoker for sure this season. It's gonna be one of my main outs. Kind of with this Holy Paladin. Somehow they buffed monks. Wait, which monk buffs are you talking about? The Vivify changes? Does Vivify changes actually equal to buffs? 80% Vivify, big nerf to Chi Harmony. Does that actually equal to buffs? I've been trying to decide if that's a buff or not. It's obviously a gameplay change. It's obviously a gameplay change. Big gameplay change. Yo, Zoran, thank you for 28 months, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. In Raid, you don't really pick Chi Harmony. Wait, you don't? I guess maybe it's not that big. Wait, when was the last time I played Monk? A little while. I was picking Chi Harmony when I was monking around at the start of season 2. Or has that changed? I guess you could mess around. I mean, Chi Harmony still the most popular build. But we'll see how that's gonna work on thing, right? I'm so tired. Right now they're equal. I'm seeing 70% representation in the keys. But it's not even like... I feel like that is like, if you don't pick Chi Harmony, that is definitely a juicer buff, right? Does Chi Harmony increase the healing from Ancient Teachings? I haven't checked that in a long time. Or not Ancient Teachings, Jadefire Teachings. Because like I feel like if you run a Mythic plus build, and let's say you don't press the Vivifies, and you just rely, or you don't press Vivifies that much, and you relied on Chi Harmony. That's a good way to see it, though. If you don't pick Chi Harmony, it's a sizable buff to single target. Yeah, that makes sense. That's it's a juicer. I'm feeling very tired, man, and I need to reshoot the video, and my Evoker is not logging in, bro. Please, I want to test the temporal anomaly shield. Please, baby. Dude, we were testing Holy Paladin without Hammer and Anvil. But honestly, I was saying that it was feeling well and stuff like that, but now compared to the Druid, I felt like Keeper of the Grove Druid felt better than Holy Paladin, but the Holy Paladin, Lightsmith Holy Paladin was completely broken. No Hammer and Anvil, so you can't really compare that. You can't even test, honestly. When you have these kind of groundbreaking bugs, you can't even test, dude. This has always been like this, man. There's certain specs that get this is what usually happens. So it's actually good to be bugged in certain cases. This is what happens half the time. There's always 1 or 2 specs throughout the whole PTR cycle or beta cycle or alpha cycle or whatever you want to call this that are completely broken. As in, like, there's legitimate sections of the spec that just don't work. Discipline Priest, used to be like that. There was like, you know, the way the Discipline Priest Atonement transfer changes based on 5-mans and raids and stuff like that. That portion was broken in the previous beta versions. It just, you basically could not test healers because something extremely significant was broken with them. And they would be broken for most of the PTR cycle, and you couldn't even test them properly. And then what happens, Blizzard usually just like fixes it and then gives some buffs. And a lot of the times they might over buff them. That's what happened with Discipline Priest in the previous case. So it could happen to Holy Paladin, right? Or Copium. It could happen to Holy Paladin. They're gonna fix the bugs. People are gonna complain because those bugs existed and Holy Paladin wasn't doing well, and then they buff Holy Paladin, and then Holy Paladin is the best. I can't even log into Prez, man. It's over. It's over. Let me see if there's any other healers that I can log in. Trying the monk now on PTO. What is interesting in Mythic Plus is that between the focus T and the reset and the kick, you can have about 3 or 4 back-to-back kicks and the corresponding wave pass, which can help a lot with burst healing. Either spread a single target. It's just a lot of clicking. I'll be honest with you. I know exactly what you mean about the thing. I just think even with that change, I feel like it makes Mistweaver even more like somewhat intensive, because you press Rising Sun Kick, then you have to look at frames to hit on someone else. Rising Sun Kick, Vivify someone, Rising Sun Kick, Vivify someone, get out of Swirly. I think Mistweaver is gonna be an anti-boomer. It's an anti-boomer spec right now, dude. Conduit of the Celestial Mistweaver, if you're fucking over the age of 30 or something, don't even attempt to play that. Don't even just like call it a day, dude. Just call it a day. Get your tea, relax, and just play something like a Totemic Resto Shaman or something. Just leave it. Leave it to the youngins. Leave it to the youngins, dude. Yo, Supro, Mr. Paparino, how you doing, man? There's no way Holy Paladin will be shit 2 tiers in a row. Changes. Next week, surely. Next week, surely. Next week, sure. I can't even log in on my Shaman, dude. I don't know, man. I've tested that light. Okay, first of all, when I say tested, I've tested that Lightsmith Mythic Plus build with Flash of Light. It was very limited testing, and I tested it today, but it was broken. I actually think it could be usable in Mythic Plus. I actually think it could be usable. But it also requires degenerate gameplay with like cancel aura macros and stuff like that. It's even worse, man. If they're like, I don't know. Rather have buffs late than being broken early and get nerfs throughout. That's 100% true. 100%. You rather be the underperforming healer for the PTR. Like I said, the best case situation in Holy Paladin's case, just have something very broken with you, like insane bugs that make you feel really weak. Then I feel like people putting out videos is like, Holy Paladin's dog shit, it's dog shit, it's so bad, it's dog shit, it's so bad, it's so bad. The community perception becomes like, Holy Paladin needs buffs. Blizzard fixes those bugs, and then Blizzard feels like we also need to compensate with buffs on top of that. And then you have like a big power spike. That's literally exactly what happened to Discipline Priest in Season 1. Discipline Priest Void Weaver. That's literally what happened. It was completely broken. It was borderline unplayable. And then Blizzard just shot them up to the juiciness. So maybe it'll happen again. I can't even log into Shaman, man. I literally can't log into any characters right now. This PTR test, this PTR build is absolutely bonkers, man. What is going on here? Let me see if I can log into like priest or monk. Gotta say, after a year of Disco Supremacy, I never want to hear that Los Balras interrupted the key utility. Oh, sing that and let's go, dude.
What up, skills?
What up, plebarinos? Oh, I can log in on priest, but I can't log in on Press Evoker. And I don't really want to test priest. I've tested priest extensively. And priest hasn't gotten any freaking changes. I want to test Prez. Dude, what is this reasoning? Why can't I log into Prez? What is this reasoning? Priest had Void Weaver changes. I actually think Void Weaver changes might actually be a nerf. What did they do with it? They reduced Void Blast damage, but they increased your Mind Blast possible damage. Does that actually end up being a nerf? I actually haven't looked into it too much. I need to look into that one a bit more. It doesn't matter. Void Weaver is not gonna, as long as Oracle, at least in Mythic Plus, as long as Oracle is putting out shields like that, you could, like this is the debate for the ages. This is the debate for the ages. Void Weaver could be pumping AoE heals, and it could still, Void Weaver could be the best AoE healer in the game, and it would not overtake Oracle because it doesn't have the shields. Like I almost to some extent, now keep in mind, if something's completely broken or something's like completely crazy, as long as most healers are able to meet the healing checks in somewhat close capacity, like there's always gonna be healer that's better at what type of damage, there's always healer that's better at like burst and all that, but as long as the healers are within a small balance within themselves, which is kind of what like season 2 was like, and it's kind of like what season 3 is looking like. It's kind of like season 3 is looking like. If you have a healer that's also providing shields, it's just so hard. It's just so hard to say no to it. Oracle is so boring for both specs. It can be. I actually like Oracle the Sim Priest. I like the shields. I like the shield thing, but I know it's toxic for the game. I know it's toxic for the game, dude. I don't understand the people who say that this is a personal question thing. I don't understand the people who say that everyone's gonna have their own opinions. Everyone's gonna have their own opinions. But I don't understand how you can make an argument that Void Weaver is more fun than Oracle, or Oracle is more fun than Void Weaver. Both of those specs have some degeneracy involved. Void Weaver is basically Mind Blast, Pet, Void Blast type of thing. Like it's literally just like an absolute machine in AoE healing. The cosmetics of it is insanely fun. I'll give you this. Pressing Void Blast, seeing Entropic Rift grow and grow and grow is really cool in that way. But like in terms of like sustained single target healing, like it just feels like a healer that just does insane AoE healing. Even in single target situations, it almost feels like you're pressing your AoE rotation for single target, right? And that feels kind of degenerate. And then Oracle Discipline Priest, you have this whole thing of like, you press your penance, you get like insane stacks of Wheel and Woe, and you press your shield, and you can ignore half the mechanics. I feel like both of those specs have fun and degenerate gameplay in different ways. Do you know what I mean? I personally would say that none of those specs are perfect in terms of design. I don't think any of those specs are perfect in terms of design, but which healer is perfect? Which healer is perfect, man? There is no perfect healer. You know what I mean? You play what you enjoy. I'm still playing Void Weaver. You should. I need to see. I need to see if those Void Weaver changes are actually buffs or nerfs. I can't log into any characters, man. What is going on here? How big is the tier shield now for Prez? I've been trying to log into Prez to test it. I'm not able to log in. I would say net nerf. Field crafting wise, it sounds like a nerf, but maybe the force set change allows your entropic rift to grow a little bit bigger. Maybe there's some like undocumented changes, because I feel like a nerf to Void Weaver makes no sense. But oh, maybe they're just shifting a balance. You know what they're doing? They're probably more of shifting a balance from 2-set bonus to 4-set bonus. The tier set balance for healers is insanely atrocious. It's insanely atrocious. There are tier sets. There are healer tier sets where the 2-set bonus makes up 95% of the power. There's legitimate tier set bonuses where the 2-set bonus does all the lifting and the 4-set bonus does fucking nothing. It almost feels like, and I think Blizzard is trying to fix a little bit of that. I think they are trying to fix a little bit of that, because I feel like you could have a situation where you get a 2-set bonus and you don't even look to get a 4-set bonus. 100%. I could see that, and I think Blizzard is trying to fix that. Because the balance on some of the 2-set bonuses is just like, some 2-set bonuses do like 15% of your healing, and then the 4-set bonus does 1%. Literally. There's actually multiple healers that have something similar to that going around. Keeper of the Grove, Resto Druid is kind of similar to this. A lot of the power is tied into the 2-set bonus, and the 4-set bonus is like, we just did a Mythic Plus, it does like 3% of your healing. Lightsmith, Holy Paladin, they actually nerfed Lightsmith, Holy Paladin 2-set bonus, and they buffed the 4-set bonus, because Lightsmith, Holy Paladin 2-set bonus accounted for 95% of your power, and the 4-set bonus was like 1% or some shit. It was nothing. It's just insane. It's just insane. So like, they need to sort that out. Otherwise, certain healers are not gonna do that, right? Let me copy another Preservation Evoker. Let me copy another Preservation Evoker. I really want to test out the shields, man. This is so sad. Oh, this is so sad. Are all heroes going to run the 2-set weapon trinket? The trinket got nerfed, so I'm not sure now. Oh, we might be logging in. It should be the other way around, 100%. Can be rough getting tier set plus set bonus plus absorb trinkets, and this is, and there's a lot of, so let's say they make the tier set, the 2-set and 4-set worth using, which again they've been having a hard time doing that lately. Let's say you have to get a 4-set. You'll get a 4-set, you have to get the cloak, you get the Rashi wraps, you have to get the boots, which empower your Rashi wraps by 50%. Then you have to get embellishments, which most likely are going to be bracer and weapon. It's not going to be a cloak. So if you have a cloak embellishment right now, just get rid of that, because you're gonna pick up Rashi wraps when the patch launches. You're not gonna have any cloaks in this patch. So then you're gonna have so you have 4-set, you have boots, you have Rashi wraps. You're gonna have the belt probably for a little while from season 2. Then you're gonna have embellishments, most likely in bracer and weapon, or maybe 2-hand weapon. Or actually, to be honest, maybe offhand, because then you also have the tier set for the weapon and a trinket. You also have this tier set for a weapon and a trinket, which you might use as well. Dude, it's fucked. it's fucked. It's actually legitimately you're screwed. It's actually there's like no leeway. There's so little leeway in this. I think this might be the most convoluted or the most locked gear slot gearing I've seen so far. Hmm. Hmm. No, I talked about the boots. The boots are gonna be the problem with the boots is that I think it's an optional boss that you get it from. You get boots from the raid on an optional boss that is actually kind of shit to do. But the boots you'll definitely want to pick up. 100% you'll want to pick up the boots. Like the wraps are not they're not like 50% on wraps is gonna be just free. It's just gonna be free utility or free numbers, right? Okay, I can't log into Preservation Evoker. I can't log into Shaman. I can log into Druid. I can log into Paladin. Can I log into Monk? There's something going on with the PTR servers. I just can't log in on certain characters. And it's annoying the hell out of me. If you don't mythic raid dispatch, isn't it a big scuffed? Oh, I can log in on Monk. I don't understand what qualifies me being able to log in on certain characters and not. I don't understand.
I understand your frustration, Gaora, but do not rush to conclusions.
I could test Master of Harmony. I could test Master of Harmony Juicer. Having to wear low item level weapons would be kind of sad. Ooh, if it's low item level, I think it's gonna be. Maybe when a character is locked, stuck inside raid testing. No. All my characters are on Dornogal or something else. I don't. I've learned my lesson from leaving characters in raids. Literally, it kills your character. I've learned my lesson. Believe me, boys. I've learned the lesson. Plebity. Okay, maybe we'll do Master of Harmony Monk as well. I'm gonna go to toilet and see it. I want to test Prez though, man. I want to test Prez. God damn, bro.
knows, I
I don't know. Let me see. Should I try log into Prez one more time? I'm gonna try and copy it one more time. I just wanted to test the TA changes so much. I even turn off add-ons for this. I even turn off all add-ons. It just makes no sense, man. I even turn off... Why is details there? Wonder when they'll start doing healer balance, to be honest. Hopefully next week. Hopefully next week. Dude, it just doesn't let me log in. Just doesn't let me log in, man. I'm sorry about this. I just can't log in on Evoker for some reason. Doubt I'll care much about Mythic Plus, but it'll fall kinda in line after raid nerfs. They do end up balancing for raid first. That's true. A lot of times they end up balancing raid and then after that maybe Mythic Plus. But who knows? I'm screwed. I can't test the TA. But people have tested TA. They said TA absorb was actually pretty good. How much of your health is the TA absorb now? How much of your health is the TA absorb looking at? On the positive side, looks like Druid might be meta. I think Priest has higher chance of being meta, but I think Druid is not that far behind. Maybe they're gonna do some. Maybe you're gonna want some juice. If you want pure healing, you'll pick Druid. Yeah, I think Druid is better healer than Oracle. I think Wild Stalker Resto Druid is better healer than Oracle in terms of pure healing, but it's not all about pure healing. If pure healing was the only thing that mattered, Resto Druid would actually be in a much better spot in Season 2. which was actually one of my things that like. People were saying that, like, I remember seeing someone was saying like Resto Druid, um, Resto Druid healing is so much better in season 3 than season 2. I don't actually think Resto Druid healing is that much better in season 3. I just think people, like, if you're pushing keys as Resto Druid in season 2, I think you could have seen the full potential of Resto Druid. I do think that Wildstalker is pumping in season 3, but I think it's. I think I was so sad about Resto Druids in season 2 because I thought genuinely they were like. They were like, they had the potential to pump so much healing and no one ended up playing them, or very little representation. It was just so sad. It was just so sad, man. I mean, they did see them in MDI. There were Resto Druids in MDI and like Candle King and stuff like that. But it was kind of too late. Like I said, pure healing is not always. Pure healing is not the only thing. I mean, if a healer is like miles ahead of everyone else in terms of healing, in terms of throughput and everything, you can make an argument that, like, for example, if they didn't nerf the Wildstalker tier set and it would be even more OP than it is right now, you could make an argument, like, you could make an easier argument for, hey, I can do pulls that you can't do with Oracle. Like, I can do like much bigger pulls and stuff like that. You could maybe make an argument like that. Alright, my Prez is dead. I don't know what's going on with this game. I can't log in on Evoker at all. I can't even test. I'm just gonna wait until they're gonna I'm just gonna wait until they're gonna fix this or anything like that. I don't know. I need to go re-edit the video. I want to upload a video tomorrow and I want to change a couple of things. Nice haircut. You like my new hairstyle? Oh, it's not my new hairstyle. I had this for weeks. Question is kinda, can this heal second boss on Dawnbreaker 1920? Haven't seen anyone try. That is a rough boss. There is a couple of rough bosses. I feel like you could have the same thing that people are doing right now in some of the high keys. I feel like you could do the same thing, where rank 1 teams will play Discipline for like 80% of the time, and then they, for certain dungeons, they swap to Resto Druid. Like, that's literally what some of the rank 1 teams end up doing. It's like, oh hey, Discipline is, shields are too OP for majority of dungeons, but there are certain bosses that are just really annoying. Let's get your Druid in. Imagine, dude. Did you get your point 1 title this season? My group kind of fell apart at the end there. After I went on holidays, it was kind of GG, to be honest. We haven't played in like forever. I don't think I'm gonna push towards it. It's just too much effort right now. To be honest, the season 2 was really fun. And I feel like we could have pushed more. I feel like it's a little bit cringe playing live servers right now when there's so much juicy testing to be done on PTR. Which is a little bit sad. It is what it is. After much celebration, we've decided to remove Evoker class from the game. We feel like it's the best decision. No. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, dude. I have no add-ons. I have multiple different Evokers in different locations. And it just doesn't let me log in. I don't understand. 0 add-ons, different locations, copy the character 100 times. It just doesn't let me log in at all. Ah, whatever, man. This is just an absolute... Like, it just... I've tried everything. I've literally tried everything. I don't know what else to try. I don't know what else to try, man. The fourth spec that's being a tank spec, let's go. The interns are on vacation, nobody's at Blizzard headquarters. I feel like this build has broken so many things. Yo, Nuno, how you doing, brother? From Portugal, what's the weather like? Okay, if you can't log in on Evoker, I don't really want to test other healers yet, because the other healers got some changes, but it wasn't really impactful changes. I'm gonna go and edit the video. I have a video coming out tomorrow that should be somewhat of a juicer. I want to re-edit a Holy Paladin section. Because it's just... My opinion has changed on them a little bit. Alright, let's see. If we log in, we log in. If not, it's a GGLA type of thing. I'll probably will do some testing on Sunday or something like that. Although it's really a shame if Preservation doesn't get tested today, because I do like the Chrono, because I do like the Temporal TA change. Do you know where it is? Which? Where Portugal is? I know my map. I miss healing with Pres, but it's probably really annoying with all the random damage nowadays. It can be annoying. I'll be honest with you, it can be annoying. Okay, my Evoker is looking like it's a bad. My Evoker is looking like I can't log in at all. This is looking like a tomorrow or Sunday angle. I'm probably gonna go edit the video now. It should be out tomorrow. I'll be editing into a thing. CO9. Oh, I know where Portugal is, man. I was looking to go to Madeira for a little bit, even though I know it is Portugal, but it's like an island. I was looking to go to Madeira, but like, dude, I do not like Madeira's airport. Madeira's airport, holy moly, I don't know. I think you need to be like a special pilot to fly to Madeira, because the airport is so short and the winds are insane. So I've been a little bit reluctant about that. Today, new PTR build according to some sources. What do you mean PTR build? Are you talking about from yesterday's changes? Or like, are you talking about there is new build being deployed? Or is there a new build being deployed? Because yesterday was already deployed. We had the PTR build yesterday. Like the changes... Today something should come down. Oh, you're talking about today? Okay. I'm assuming there's going to be something that's gonna try and fix this shit. 100%. Because this is just like... It should not be this broken. It should not be this broken. I'm just gonna pleb out. I'm gonna go and work on the video. I'll probably be back on Sunday. The video should come out tomorrow in the morning, like 9 AM. I'm gonna re-edit Holy Paladin section. Because... Holy Paladin is just so fucking broken, bro. Holy Paladin is just so broken. I don't know why my characters are not able to log in though. That's so annoying, man. Like, I must have done something. I must have equipped some item or... I bet you it's something like I equipped a certain item or something like that and it's not loading or something. It has to be something really dumb. Because it's only my Resto Shaman Evoker that are not working. Like, it's my Resto Shaman and Evoker that is not working. Like, it has to be something with, like, server or I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Holy Paladin, Hammer and Anvil does not heal. It's only... Hammer and Anvil is only like one of the most integral parts. Well, not the most, but like it's an integral part of Lightsmith. Plus, there's a tier set based around it, and it doesn't work. Obviously, make content, but for you personally, who plays normally, how many healers should there? How many healers should there be to be consistent? Wait, what do you mean? How many healers? It's possible we can't log in with those because the name of the characters. No. No, because these characters I was able to log in literally 3 days ago, before the build came about. I was playing these characters 3 days ago. Like, legitimately. I was playing, like, I had no issues 3 days ago before the build came about. Play 2 characters or just 1? Dude, you can play as many healers or as many characters as you want, man. Honestly. It just depends on the person. I love alts, so I play as many alts as possible. But there are people who only play 1 character. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong around playing with just 1 character. But I love alts. I would not play this game if I didn't have alts. I would not play this game. Do you think Holy Paladin should stay as it was in the Lich King? No, I did not. I wasn't a huge fan of the casting playstyle. The most fun version of Holy Paladin for me was okay, first of all, Ineffable Truth BFA was a bit degenerate, but I still have really fond memories of that. And I really had fond memories of Dragonflight, Holy Paladin before season 3. Season 2, I mean those are the moments that Holy Paladin was the most OP. My favorite version of Holy Paladin is when you're able to press your instant cast abilities, you're in melee, and you're able to keep everyone alive, which is basically what used to be what Holy Paladin used to be like. It's changed a little bit, but I know there's a lot of people who don't like that playstyle, and it's a personal choice. Anyways, I can't even log into my Shaman. I'm gonna go and wait for the PTR build to update. There's something's been broken. They messed up my characters. I can't even copy them properly. Let me see if I can even copy a Resto Shaman and log in. Oh wait, there's an update. Wait, it's classic. You see, they're updating stuff all the time to try and fix this. I'm betting, well, maybe not that, but something. I've had multiple of these updates today. They're doing something with Classic, but I don't need Classic. PTR, that's 117. Why do I have beta updates? 117 might be updating the other stuff. Let me see. Maybe it's fixed some of the stuff. Maybe it's fixed some of the stuff. We'll plug it out. I've played with everyone so far, and the ones that I like the most, and I think they'll be my main, are Holy Paladin and the Resto Druid. Let's go. Let's go. I feel like there's so many people who enjoy Holy Paladin, and there's so many people who are upset about the state of Holy Paladin. Everyone has their different opinion about what is the best version of the Paladin juicer. Let's see. Maybe they fix something. Let's see. Maybe they fix. I don't know. I'm coping here. I'm heavily coping here. I'm new to healing, but with effort, I'm getting better with Paladin because of those who didn't know it was difficult at first. No, of course, picking up a new healer is always going to be hard. I think Holy Paladin. Would you consider Holy Paladin to be somewhat chill? I don't know. I don't know. I would say it's like borderline chill. I would say it's like borderline chill. It's fast paced but simple. Yeah, I think that's a I think that's a decent description. All right, it hasn't fixed anything. All right, boys. I'm gonna stop dilly-dallying. I'm gonna talk to you all on probably Sunday. Hopefully the thing is gonna be fixed by then. I'm gonna try and do this off stream and try and test as much preservation Evoker as possible. There's gonna be a video out tomorrow. I'm gonna go work on that. I really appreciate everyone coming down and plebbing with me today. I really do. And let's hope for more changes, and let's hope for more healer changes next week. That's the only thing I can basically pleb out. I found Priest way more chill. I would agree with that. I would agree the Priest is more chill, but I don't know if I would say that Paladin is... I don't know. But we'll see. I feel like the Totemic Resto Shaman and well, that goes without saying. That goes without saying. Totemic Resto Shaman is the goats of chillness. Anyways, I'm gonna pleb out with it. I'll talk to you all most likely on Sunday, and hopefully everything's gonna be fixed by then. Check out the plebby YouTube video tomorrow. It is a bit plebby, man. It is gonna be heavily plebby video. Take it easy, boys and girls. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you in a couple of days.